Welcome to another edition of the Akoben Videocast. My name is Junious Ricardo Stanton. Akoben is an Ndinkra word and symbol of the Akan people of Ghana and West Africa. It is a specially carved ivory horn that is used by the villagers to call for alertness, assembly, preparation, and in extreme cases, mobilization. We sound the Akoben to alert you to what's going on in the world from an African and an indigenous perspective, to offer an alternative to the corporatist and monopoly digital mind control, and to encourage us to live the best life possible and to be all that the Creator intends for us to be. Today I'll be sharing a piece on spiritual warfare. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Yeshua ben Joseph. We find ourselves engaged in an epic spiritual battle whose outcome will determine the fate of this planet and humanity. By spiritual battle, I do not mean a religious crusade, a doctrinal or dogmatic confrontation, or a sectarian battle. By spiritual warfare, I am talking about enlightenment versus benightedness, profundity against profanity, righteousness opposing depravity, and life itself against anti-life. This spiritual conflict involves the quintessential reality of life, that we are energetic beings infused with a divine energy and intelligence that animates all of creation, and that energy and intelligence is benevolent, nurturing, and expansive. On the other side is a consciousness that sees itself in opposition to this energy/intelligence, which thinks that it can usurp this energy, intelligence, authority, and alter the very nature of humanity and the earth and transform it into its own perverse image. This war is going on now as we speak, and there can be no neutrality. You are a warrior, a usurper, or you are collateral damage. Some might ask, why do we have to fight? How do we fight a spiritual war? And isn't the essence of spirituality peace and harmony? To answer these questions, we have to fight to survive, because the fate the evildoers and usurpers have in store for us is worse than death. How do we fight? We fight by transforming ourselves using spiritual alchemy to raise our consciousness, our energy, and personal vibrations from the base, selfish, animalistic, fear-based living to a higher level of thinking, living, and being, to a level of selflessness, empathy, and confidence far beyond the myopic materialistic mindset propagated by the usurpers and their minions. We must realize rising and raising our consciousness will bring more peace and tranquility into our personal lives. But our lives will not be without struggle, tension, or challenges. These are part of life. We will have to work assiduously to make our new and elevating consciousness, because it is an ongoing process, our new pattern, and develop ways to employ our empathy and confidence even when it is difficult to do so. We have to realize one of the laws of the universe is the law of consequence. Every action has a cause and a consequence, and often the resulting consequence is opposition or tension that we must initiate another action to dissipate by using spiritual alchemy. On the societal level, we must realize there are evil, wicked, psychopathic people in the world who do not wish us well. Human history is full of examples of those who wish to lord it over others, to manipulate and exploit them, harm, maim, and murder people due to their lack of empathy and their lust for power and control. As spiritual warriors and shamans, these people are our adversaries. We must see them for who and what they are. People who have ignored their soul. People who are oblivious to their spiritual essence. Who have placed a higher priority on attaining power, wealth, and position, or there are people who are literally possessed by demonic spirits, who are captive to a consciousness of depravity, who love to do evil. Modern society eschews any discussion of spirituality except in an extremely limited and misguided way. In order for the usurpers to control us, they must keep us ignorant of our nature, of our power and potential. Now they have moved beyond mere manipulation and ignorance. They want to transform us and the world. They have and are developing the technology to accomplish this. This is what the transhumanist movement is all about. This is what the so-called Fourth Industrial Revolution is about. And they openly talk about it, and you can see it at www.wefforum.org. That's the World Economic Forum. /agenda/2016/01, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, what it means and how to respond. It is no secret. They are openly telling us what their intentions are. Quote, microchipping, human-computer hybrids, artificial intelligence, and genetic alteration of human DNA using CRISPR and other approaches are all aspects of the transhuman agenda being driven by Silicon Valley luminaries such as Elon Musk and Ray Kurzweil, one of Google's more prominent thought leaders. The leeching of transhumanist technologies into everyday life is what James O'Day, former president of the Institute of Noetic Sciences, has called mechanism of culture, quote unquote. For all the seductive benefits that hyper-technology offers, it seems fair to wonder if these strange, unsettling, and in many cases unwanted intrusions into our daily lives will in the long run ultimately enslave us under the guise of liberating us, unquote. A peek inside the transhumanist agenda by Tom Valvek, www.sociable.co/technology/transhumanist agenda. These people want to play God. They want to negate our very spiritual essence by bypassing our souls and minds and hooking us to a massive computer. You can find out more about that at www.zdnet.com/article/Elon Musk Neuralink. Explain, get ready to merge your mind with a computer. What? That's crazy. What could possibly go wrong? Plenty, given the history and nature of a debased and desecrated humanity led by psychopaths. This is why we are in an epic struggle, and our choices are limited. There is no neutrality. You are a righteous spiritual warrior, a usurper / evildoer, or collateral damage. And we have to understand this is what's going on. It's no longer a secret. They're telling us, putting it right in our faces. The Ray Kurzweils, the Klaus Schwabs, the people like that, people like who I call the pseudo-philanthropists, the Rockefellers, the Bill Gates, who are second and third generation eugenicists, meaning they're for population control, they're for weeding out, they're for selective breeding, selective births. And in the article that I quoted, they talked about using gene therapy, technology, talked about creating designer babies. They want to play God. Given the history, particularly of the last 500 years, we should be thoroughly alarmed, and we should be prepared to counterbalance and be a counterweight to that type of depravity. They want to transcend us as human beings and move to the level of cyborgs. They want us to hook us up to the cloud. They want genetically altered beings, genetically modified organisms. They want to terraform the planet itself. This is not hyperbole. This is what they say they want to do. Look into the fourth industrial revolution and strip away the noble sounding wording and look at the people who are promoting it. Look at how they made their money. Look at how they have attained their status. It is not through empathy. It is not through cooperation. It is not through humanitarian means. To be a philanthropist means, and the word literally means lover of humanity. They do not love humanity. They are psychopaths. They are people who are engaged in megalomaniacal behaviors. They're the typical movie supervillain. And unfortunately, this is real time, real life, and there is a real war going on. And we have to understand and grasp, you're either a righteous warrior, a spiritual soldier, you're a usurper or one of their minions and flunkies, or you're collateral damage and roadkill. There is no middle of the road. And we'll talk about this more in subsequent videocasts. This is Junious Ricardo Stanton, encouraging each and every one of you to engage in mental decolonization. Free your mind, the rest will follow. Till next time, stay well and stay strong. Peace.